way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much to stay. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and get it back. We got in a whip, then I went and hit the dash. I've been thanking God for this life that I done had. I don't need opinions, dog, I only need the facts.
What's real, dog? Sitting still, dog. They in they feels, dog. I got these bills, dog. Need a meal, dog. If they wantin' less, it's no deal, dog.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. That's the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much to stay. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and get it back. We got in a whip, then I went and hit the dash. I've been thanking God for this life that I done had. I don't need opinions, dog, I only need the facts.
What's real, dog? Sitting still, dog. They in they feels, dog. I got these bills, dog. Need a meal, dog. If they wantin' less, it's no deal, dog.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. That's the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much to stay. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, all set, I'm on a chase. That's the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much to stay. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and get it back. We got in a I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase. That's the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma get it anyways. All I do is work, I got this money on my brain. I don't like to talk, I just got way too much to say. They been trying to get me, I'ma get them out of the way. I said I'ma do it, I'ma go and get it back. We got in a whip, then I went and hit the dash. I've been thanking God for this life that I done had. I don't need opinions, dog, I only need a facts.
It's real, dog. Sitting still, dog. They in they feels, dog. I got these bills, dog. Need a meal, dog. If they wantin' less, it's no deal, dog.
I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get a taste. Whip go vroom, I'll set them on a chase. I don't think they running at my pace. Jordan 1s, gotta keep them laced. If she bad, I might have to get it a taste.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday, man. Sold Out Live. What's goody, man? Welcome back. We with another one, man. Y'all smash that like button for the kid and subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me, that's been coming through on the regular, man. I'm trying to stay consistent with these lives. So, what's up, man? How's everybody's Saturday going, man? How's everybody feeling? I'm gonna hit the chat, then we're gonna get started on today's live topic / discussion / kickback / just relaxing, man. So, y'all know what's up, man. I'm Jeremy Jones, man. Let me hit the chat, see who all up in here showing the kid love, man. I was chatting a little bit in the chat box a little bit while I was kicking back, getting things prepped up for today's live, man. So, how's everybody, Saturday, man? You know, tomorrow is Father's Day. If you are a father, man, salute to all the good dads out there and all the fathers who do go through like those tough times as well, man. So salute to everybody, man, because both roles of parenting is definitely most important. But we here to talk kicks, man. We here to talk kicks, man. Now, this Zeta Kicks thing, y'all see the topic. I know this happened like roughly about 3 weeks ago, but I just needed some time to do some research and dissect it. And to be honest, I'm still going to be doing that with you guys here tonight. I've watched several videos, I've looked up several articles, and I do have an idea of what's going on, but the more and more I research about this Zeta Kicks thing, and this is all alleged, right? But the more and more I research on this Zeta Kicks thing, the more and more I realize how deep the rabbit hole goes, so to speak, with this situation, right? Okay, and then we gonna dive into that tonight for real, man. Y'all let me know, make sure y'all can hear me okay and quality's okay on the video, man. And let me hit the chat. Also, I know we talked the Kanye situation on Wednesday, but I want to talk it again, man, because I mean, the more and more I think about it, does Kanye have a right to actually be upset? So we're going to dive into that as well, man. But first things first, we're going to dive off into the chat, and then we're going to get started, right? Okay. So, we had Eager come through. He says, yo, yo, yo. Hyper Striker says, what's good, bro? Kwame says, at work, smash that like button. Okay, Kwame, you've been on the grind lately, man. I know this is coming back later, so Kwame probably won't be with us tonight. But when Kwame can get in that thing, man, we definitely gonna show him love for sure, man. So appreciate him for smashing that like button already, man. Even though he putting in that grind right now, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. We got Kendrita in the building, says, hey fam. Okay, cool. Haven't seen you in a while, man. Been kind of MIA on us, so welcome back for sure. Manny with the kicks. Yerp, what's good, homie? What's good? No Way Morales says, let's get it. You already know, man. The grind don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop, man. And most definitely. So appreciate you for coming through, man. Everybody smash that like button for the kid too, man. Everybody that's coming through, man. This is just a nice little kickback Saturday. Nothing super serious, like I said. So Biz like 20 years ago says, "What up, JJ? What's good?" What's good? I ain't been called that since like 3rd grade, man. But it's all good, all love. Man, what the kick says, cooling at the cookout and on the Piggy foam posit Silver Surfer. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Cookout vibes, you know, man. That's what I need, man. I think Sunday, man, I need to have some type of little BBQ or something, man. I need something, man. I was in the pool earlier, man. Not the pool, I was in the jacuzzi down in the crib, man. So, I was in the jacuzzi just kicking back, relaxing, just getting my mind right, if you catch my drift, before I get on this live, man. Definitely one of the drinks. I found a new little Ciroc bottle that came out too, man, that I'm kind of on right now. So, I don't know if you guys tried it, but I'm going to show it for sure. Let's see. BK says, yo, I'm ready for some shoes this week. Oh, yeah, man. We got some stuff dropping this week for sure, man. About time. A lot of stuff that was delayed is coming this week, man. Even though still, though, no matter what, BK, I think this month, June has just been quiet in general for sneakers, man. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not really too mad about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not too mad about it. Just been able to chill, kick back, you know, and get the pockets right. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So let's dive in, man. Let's talk the Zeta Kicks situation first. And if y'all know anything about it, y'all chime in. I'm gonna pull up a complex order. I believe it's complex order, but rumor is he was running like some type of little, what appears to be scheme, right? Some people are saying it's a Ponzi scheme. Some people saying it's not. Some people saying he was legit. Some people says he's been around as much as far as like eBay doing their thing now, but he was one of the original like big resellers on eBay. And apparently, right, allegedly, and this is all alleged, right? Okay, but allegedly, apparently, everything the homie sells or was selling anyway, because he's not really selling anymore. But apparently, everything the homie sells was legit. So I mean, I don't know, but the part that's really throwing me off about the situation, the more and more I dive into it, is stuff that not only was it legit stuff, but apparently he was selling them at retail. And apparently, allegedly, this is all alleged, but a lot of your bigger resale companies and resale shops, this is where they were kind of getting getting their inventory from was from him, because they would buy in bulk because he was selling below retail or right at retail. Because, you know, I always wondered, I'm like, if resellers are all paying resale price, you know, it ain't. I never understood how they were really making money. I mean, on the grand scheme of things, I always knew, like, hey, in order for them to really make real money and survive, they're going to have to get the shoe at retail, you know? And he was allegedly selling them below retail, right? Okay, the Zeta Kicks guy, right? Okay. And I've never bought from him before, but apparently he's been around and he's an OG, you know what I'm saying? He's had video out. Now, the reason you can't really pull too much up on him now, I mean, besides articles and people leaking to what alleged has happened, but apparently you can't pull up his his social medias, all his major stuff has been taken down. Like he had like LinkedIn has been taken down, Instagram, anything, because basically, from what I'm heard and from what I'm seeing, the feds are watching, right? Okay, and I put that in quotation because again, this is all alleged. This is just what I'm researching. Again, this is what I'm researching and is what is out there. I don't know what this guy's did. I've never, to be honest, until like 3 weeks ago, I never even heard of the guy to keep it 100. You know, because I remember one live when it all kind of popped off. I didn't want to force the live because when I heard about it, it happened on it happened like probably when the information came out, it was like a few hours before I was going to go live. Now, I could have did some research and probably, you know, try to BS it, but I didn't really want to try to BS it because I was like, yo, I don't really know. And then somebody in the chat during that time brought it up, and I'm like, man, I even said I need to dive into it. So, you know, now that it being a quiet week, I was able to sit back and, you know, just see how deep the rabbit hole goes, and it definitely goes deep. But apparently this is where a lot of and this is alleged, a lot of the bigger resale companies, this is where they were getting their stuff, where they can buy in bulk. You know what I'm saying? Because you see some of these big resellers have like crazy amount of stuff, and I found out that the rabbit hole goes so deep that he actually used to work directly with Nike. And if he not only that, he also dated or is dating a person that was had close ties to the company StockX. So like he's really deep, he's really well rounded in the verse where he could get the sneakers. But I think that the fact that think about it. I'm gonna put it this way: how you know, homie he was underground, and to the point where it's just like how Yeezy supply used to be, you know. And this is a metaphor, you know. Yeezy supply used to be where not too many people knew about Yeezy supply, and that's where you go get Yeezys. And shipping would take like 2-3 weeks because shipping sucked, but you would get your product and it was authentic. And then once one person knows about it and it spreads through the sneaker community, now Yeezy supply is now the worst place to try to get Yeezys. Same scenario with this Zeta Kicks guy. You know, he was underground, was allegedly one of the best places to go get your sneakers, where you're going to get them at retail or slightly even below retail, right? Okay. And you were going to win. Apparently what he would do was take pre-orders. And I hate, if you watch a lot of sneaker YouTube, you know what I mean by pre-orders, because the word pre-orders have gotten some people in a lot of, I ain't going to say trouble, but pre-ordering, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nobody's name or anything like that. That definitely had a lot of people that used to do it stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? That the YouTubers. So I mean, I just hate to say it. I'm not surprised about this whole situation, man. Let me hit the chat one more time real quick. Rachel says, "Hey everyone, it's the large super volume of shoes that get me. Like how, Sway? Yeah. Like I said, rumors is he used to work directly with Nike. And this is alleged. I don't know. And then, of course, he was dating. Rumor also has it he was dating somebody who was behind the scenes at StockX. So he has ties all across the board. You know what I'm saying? And this Vogue stuff, like I said, it's at the end of the day, I'm going to put it like this. Money talks. He got access to it. And as long as he's taking pre-orders and fulfilling them and shipping them out, and I don't know what type of discount he was probably having to get them where he could sell it. Because the thing is, nobody's questioning the authenticity of the sneakers that he was selling. I've heard that it was a few like B grades and stuff where that can happen with Nike too, because they send them to the outlets. But I heard he was selling some B grades. But from what I've seen and heard, all the stuff was like legit, like 100% authentic. So he had to have a connection somehow, and apparently from where his like office location was, it wasn't too far from like a Nike like headquarters. So I mean, we can put 2 and 2 together, right? I'm not saying that's where he was getting them from, but, and this is all alleged, and this is just my opinion how I feel about it. Let me put it this way: if you used to work for Nike and you live like, let's say, an hour away, and you still cool with somebody that still worked there because y'all was boys or whatever, y'all ain't got no bad blood, and you can throw him a few extra. Everybody loves to make an extra dollar. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Nike's paying them, right? Okay, but if you're in the warehouse, we'll just put it like that. So if somebody's coming through, it's like, yo, for every pair that you slide to me, I'll give you $50 on it. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you slide 10 pairs and you getting cash. Again, cash is one of those, when people talk cash, because think about it, he's taking pre-orders and people ordering in bulk. And then from what I heard also, that if he couldn't fulfill the order, then all he would do is basically offer them some type of credit towards something else. Apparently people have spent like stupid amount of money. Even so, and not only was the stores doing it, like some of these resale companies allegedly, a lot of like regular people who just wanted one pair, apparently they be $60,000-$70,000 in. And I'm like, dog, sheesh. Like, you know, maybe that made me think like, I've been taking so many L's. I was gonna say, that made me think like, how much am I really throwing my money down on sneakers? Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that as long as I'm wearing them and I'm happy. But I was like, dang, but at the same time, I've been taking so many L's. I'm like, I don't think I'm spending that much on sneakers. So yeah. Man with the Kick says, Passion Ciroc, I got some in the cup right now. Exactly, Man with the Kicks. That's what's I'm on. Let me show y'all real quick, man. I'm gonna show y'all boys, man. I ain't know. Is this the new joint right here? This is what I'm on, man. I hope the camera's picking this up, man, and there's not too much glare. If the focus is good on this joint, I'm on this right now, man. I went to the liquor store earlier, and they had this joint. We just got it in my area, so I don't know how long it's been out, but yeah, this is Passion joint. I gotta be honest. I'm not disappointed on these, man. I'm not disappointed on this guy, man. It's not bad at all. So yeah, if that's what you want, Manny, we on the same thing, man. So I just wanted to show y'all. I don't know how I feel about it right now. It's just now. I just had my first like few little sips, so it's just now like kicking in. So y'all bear with the kid right now, man. And I ain't litty yet, but probably by y'all know I usually go about an hour. So in about 20 minutes, give it 20 minutes to kick in. I'll give y'all another little full review on it. But I appreciate that, man, with the kicks. Married to designer. I personally know people that bought shoes legit from him. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to question the authenticity because I've heard nothing but nobody said anything about receiving anything fake. So Visualize says, I've heard of him before, but I didn't really look into his business. I never heard of this guy before, man, just to keep it 100. I never heard of him, so I was like, when this all came out about like 3 weeks ago, I'm like, what the freak? I thought it was just like a regular, like, but it's an actual business, like actual company. So I was shocked, you know what I'm saying? So I was really flabbergasted. I didn't really know what was going on, and that's why I didn't want to come on live and just go all in like that. Let's see. Man with the Kick says, I won't never pre-order kicks. If Nike was to act, it would be nice if Nike. I won't do it unless Nike themselves do it. But I get what you're saying. Like if Nike was to do it, it would be nice. Like I feel like they should give it a run through. Like everybody obviously want a pair of Travis Scotts, and we can say whatever it is. How about they take a bulk order, take everybody money up, and say, cool, it'll ship in a month, just to see how it goes. So I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work. Married to a Designer says, yeah, he definitely had the real deal 100. Okay, cool. So that's already confirmed. So we don't have to really bring that up in discussion. Married to Designer says, that's this so crazy because people trusted him because he always filled his order. Shaking my head. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's all really in the sneaker world, especially the resale. When you go in that resale market, I'm gonna say about at least 90% of it is based on trust, man. I mean, we can legit check. I mean, yeah, there's hardcore proof if the person can show you their proof of purchase. But once that shoe has been like from this person or that person, because let's face it, the shoes get moved around very quickly in the resale market. You're really going off, he trusts this person or I trust that person. That's the scary part about the resale market, man. Just to keep it 100. Definitely scary. Alexander says, Zeta Kicks is a scammer, and I'm sure a lot of his pre-orders were fake sneakers. I wouldn't be surprised. But from like what Married to Designer is saying, I'm kind of with them. All the research that I've seen, homie been legit. But again, it's all based off of trust too, you know. And what I'm gonna think, right? And I don't want to say that I'm sound like I'm defending him because a scammer is a scammer. But what I think, right? If I had to guess, right? He started out small, and it's kind of one of those, as he grew and grew and grew, it outgrew him. You know what I mean? And that stuff, it gets overwhelming. And versus just shutting it down and getting caught up or doing what you need to do to be a honest person, you know, he just kept going, thinking that maybe he'll get out of it. Now he's so deep in the hole where, and also what I'm hearing, the business itself is going through all this. Not necessarily, yeah, he's going through it as the business owner, but it doesn't affect his life personally, I would say. I mean, maybe so, like his lifestyle, but I mean, as far as they're not going to touch his accounts or anything like that, you know, as he's getting investigated, but the business accounts are all about to get investigated. So he, at the grand scheme of things, he's going to be okay as an individual. Just the business is probably done, you know what I'm saying, just to keep it 100, which still don't make it right. I'm just saying. And I'm not trying to defend him at all, because wrong is wrong. Man with the Kick says, 5 shots and a smooth drink, and no need to mix it with it either. Yeah, I just got a little drink. I got a little in here on ice. I like to drink mine cool, so I just put a little bit on ice. But you're right. It's a smooth. That's Ciroc in general, though. I've been able to put, besides the regular like non-flavored Ciroc, like the first one, like just a little blue dot. That one I mix it with something, but all the rest of them, I'm like the flavored ones, I guess I'm getting at. I just been able to put them on ice and sip slow, man. Yeah, so you got a point. Alexander says, I say based on demand, if he has more sneakers than the amount released by Nike, it's suspicious. This is true. And he had this, you can't find none of this stuff on his Instagram and stuff. Now I'm not gonna pull it up, but he had huge videos of like one of those, like it's a bulk situation where he's got like at least over 60, 70. Honestly, I'm being nice. Like, he had over hundreds of pairs of shoes being shipped out, saying he was going to do stuff with certain Off-White Jordan 1 Chicagos that, honestly, I don't even know. Honestly, I'm scared to buy that shoe for resale in general. Because, one, of the age, and two, like, how many fakes are floating around. My bad, I had to take a little sip. But I'm going to share my screen and run through this little article I find on Complex, and then I found like an updated one too, but this one is from May 25th, so this is kind of like when it all went down. Kind of read through, get a little concept, because I mostly just been watching videos on this joint. So let me share my screen here. Boom, right here. So this one is with Complex. It says Zeta Kicks right here. So let me get it right. So, reseller Zeta Kicks leaves customers with millions in outstanding orders. There's another thing, too. So, I will say this, and it may be, I know I may be a little late to the party, but, this happened to me with, right, I had a similar situation. You can still get your money back as long as to be honest, I would say this is one of those reasons why it's always good to use a credit card and or go through PayPal. But either way, even if you're going to use PayPal, I would say still have a credit card on file, because they usually stand by their customers legitimately. That way you have a good middleman to talk to. Like credit card company, your bank will too, but the credit card companies don't play that. And PayPal don't play that. But yeah, similar situation where I bought some merch. And I'll just keep it 100. It was a Nipsey Hussle merch. I bought it like, I want to say day after he passed away, or the same day that he passed away. And I waited for about like 6 months and it never came. And they kept sending me like generic answers every time I reached out to check a status to get a shipping or anything. And they're like, just be patient. And everybody had said it like, it was taking forever to get the stuff. And ultimately, after a while, man, I'm be honest, I just got tired of it, and I filed a claim with my credit card company, and I had my funds within the next day, and they responded really quickly, too. I can tell the credit card company had contacted them. They had went on and did what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? So, same scenario with this one, man. But see, the amount of money people saying they was throwing this guy, crazy. Now, let me scram through this, because I haven't had a chance to read this Complex article real quick. So let me just kind of scan through real quick and see what it's saying. It says, one of the biggest name in sneaker resale worlds pulled the plug on the business last week and seemingly scrubbed himself from social media yesterday, leaving customers with outstanding orders said to exceed millions of dollars in total, right? Okay. Again, didn't know this guy was the biggest resellers, right? Okay. Michael, and I'm not even going to try to butcher the last name, Makezia, which is probably where he goes, Zeta Kicks, but he probably says Melchizedek, yeah. And if I'm saying it wrong, you guys gotta forgive me for that one. Owner of Zeta Kicks LLC filed a voluntary dissolve to the company on May 19th in Circuit Court of Lane County in Oregon, citing, keep in mind what's in Oregon as well, guys. So this just little tidbits to keep in the back of your mind, citing its rapid growth and rendering him unable to maintain the business. A message posted on his website yesterday afternoon states that court-appointed receiver David P. Stampscon has taken over handling of the LLC assets. Okay, so he's already basically he's covering his tracks, because he know basically it's something happened or something triggered this guy where something obviously hit the fan, and now he's just doing what he got to do legally to not catch him jail time. Right? Okay, let's just keep it 100. Alexander Martin says, becomes unsustainable business because the demand for the product is less than the inventory purchase. Facts. This is facts. Yeah. So where did I leave off? Yeah, he said facts. That is true. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. The news spread quickly on social media with hundreds of Zeta Kicks customers coming forward to share their experiences. A small amount of positive, but majority of them horror tales of amounts as high as six figures tied up into the LLC dissolution because Zeta Kicks operated primarily by offering pre-orders. Buyers would pay months in advance for the product, meaning there are still an untold number of unfulfilled orders. See? The pre-order situation, and they're paying months in advance. It's another thing. If Nike gonna do the pre-order thing, man, yeah. I see now. The more and more I think about this pre-order thing, yeah, it becomes sketchy because what happens if they don't fulfill all the orders? While much of the talk around the case hinges on speculation, these are the facts we know thus far. Yeah. See, who is Zeta Kicks? Zeta Kicks was established in 2013 as a sneaker resale company. Over the years, it became known for offering pre-orders for hype sneakers far in advance of their official release date. The price points for the sneakers were often considerably low than their expected market values, creating an exciting model for both resellers looking to stock up on product for lower than normal and average customers who wanted to avoid paying high-end value. So I can only imagine how many resale companies he had as a customer. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Memory Kick says, y'all seen the bootleg foam runners from Adidas? No, I have not. What they call? I Google them and put them up on the screen. What they call, Manny? BK says, dang, yeah, he's scamming somewhere, either selling fakes or ripping off the Nike warehouse. Probably a mixture of both. Rachel says he's oversold the volume of shoes he had access to because he can't have them all, but he can act like he has more than what is available if pairs real. Yep, this is true. And then apparently, I think also when he was getting the money, this is all alleged. From what it seems like, he was also taking the money and not just putting it back on the sneakers for his customers and making sure everybody got the orders. He was also appears to just fund his own lifestyle. Apparently, he put a down payment on a Lambo, but don't quote me on that. But that's what is all speculated all throughout here. BK says the foam runners with the laces. Yeah, let me know the name, man, and I'm gonna pull it up on the screen because I don't know nothing about it. Yeah, so this is crazy, man. When we report some rumors of new sneakers would leak, Zeta Kicks would offer them for pre-order almost instantaneously. So basically, he had the pre-orders ready before, Nike announced it. He already got it. Very strange. This has meant that were some cases where the shoes would never materialize as retail releases. Okay, so certain off-whites or would exclusively offer from one source, like Fragment Design and Travis Scott Jordan 1 High sneakers, is the case. Zeta Kicks would be unable to provide sneakers and would instead offer buyers store credit or heavily taxed refunds, terms that would clearly state on the website. Wow. So yeah, you pretty much weren't gonna get your money back, but he'll give you store credit, and because he's got such a good name and reputation, people were willing to put up with it. And yeah, I don't want no store. I hate that, not to pick on other resale companies like GOAT and stuff like that, but I hate that they offer GOAT credit. I don't want no GOAT credit. I want no freaking GOAT credit. I want the money that I gave you, just give it back to me. Period. That's how I feel about it. I don't want no GOAT credit. You know what I'm saying? So I felt some type of way. It got me reminiscing real quick. Rachel says, if he sells for retail or under retail and can still make money, what's his discount? How does he fulfill orders? That is a great question, because I'm wondering that too. If he's able to do it right at retail, that's my thing. Even if he has access to the shoe and he's going to sell lower than market, this is my thing. Even because somebody asked me this probably a month ago, they're like, Jay, if you was to open up a resale store, how would you do and what would you call it? My thing is this. Obviously, unless I get a Nike account, which would be nice, or an Adidas account, which would be nice, then I would sell them obviously at retail because I think you don't really have no choice. But if I was to do a resale store, I can't give the shoe, in order for me to stay afloat, and keep the lights on, I'm gonna have to at least sell every shoe at least $50 or more than the retail price, no matter what. You know, so you know what I'm saying, which is still good. You know what I mean? Which is still good, because I mean, you got employees. I'm not gonna work the store every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I'm gonna be hands on, but you're gonna have to have somebody to help you. So you're gonna have to hire somebody. So even if he's doing it all by himself, it's like, still, you can't let it go at retail. So I'm with you on that one, Rachel, for real. Rachel says, I hate store credit. Yo, take a number, because that basically seems like we still got your money. You can come spend it on something else you want here, but either way, we still keeping your money. And it's basically, this is my thing, store credit is basically like an exchange. You just exchanging something at the store. Like, no, like, give me my money back. You know what I'm saying? But they making sure they keep it in your house. And that says a lot about a company too, in my opinion, man. BK says, maybe he charges crazy for shipping. Never thought about that. Possibility. But I doubt it. I don't know. But that is something to think about. Alexander says, selling limited products at retail price is suspect. I agree. And it's kind of one of those, the saying is simple, and I've said it on so many of my videos, right? Okay. And I say this, if it's too good to be true, then 9.5 times out of 10, right? Okay, it is. If it's too good to be true, 9 times out of 10, it is. You know what I'm saying? It's those rare occasions, right? Okay. But this is the thing, I've even started selling shoes. Like, think about it. When I hit on those Kobe's, I put the bidding at retail. And I know by the end of the week, they be 3 and 4 times of what I pay for them. And that's how it also helps people too. Where like, okay, I know they real. Plus, I provide the proof up rip. But at the same time, even when I've tried to sell shoes at retail, they don't sell at retail. So that just lets you know, like, in general, even if you're trying to cut people a break, if it's too good to be true, it is. And I'm going to just leave it right there. Let that ponder. And if you ain't never heard that before, you ain't lived long enough. You know what I'm saying? No shots at anybody, but I've heard that so much, and that's the truth. So, that is true. Henry Kick says, nah, BK, some Adidas that look like foam runners. Okay, cool. We're going to have to find out what those joints is. Dan Anderson says, it worked because it was a Pansy scheme business model. That is how it works. He's always had new money coming in till it didn't. Got you. Alexander, exactly. Suspicious. Manny with the Kick says, it's too good to be true. It's never good. Bing bong. Facts. Alexander says, if he used the Ponzi scheme, new buyers pay for old buyers' products. He was withholding parts of his shipping money in his pockets. So, what I'm getting from a Ponzi scheme, and I can kind of see what I have up here. If I have to guess what a Ponzi scheme is, it says Ponzi scheme is an investor fraud that pays existing investors with frauds collected from new investors. Ponzi scheme organized. So I think maybe if I can pull up an image, right? Y'all see, if you look at a Ponzi scheme, right? This is like, that definition was nice, right? Okay. But if you look at this image, I want y'all to notice something. And y'all had to have heard this before if you're an adult. Look on any of these images you see on Google. Look at any of these images you see on Google. Y'all notice something? It's making a triangle, right? Okay. Zeta Kicks is here. Then there's this person and this person. Now, when one of my jobs that I worked at, like, years ago, which has nothing to do with my job, but one of the places, basically an area I used to live in, these were people it was some people that would see me and be like, they would ask me a question, like, out of nowhere, like, I'd be coming out of a store, and they would be like, hey, you trying to make some extra money? And like 9 times out of 10, like, anybody on earth, you're gonna be like, yes. Until I caught on. When people ask me that now, if somebody asks me that now, they'll be like, yo, you trying to make some extra money? I'd be like, nope. And they're like, you're not trying to make any extra money? I'm like, no. Because that's how usually the pyramid scheme, that's just what I'm getting at. This Ponzi scheme is another way, in my opinion, it's like a pyramid scheme. Like, if you look at this, think about it. This is one big pyramid. A pyramid is a triangle, right? Okay. You need basically and the person who starts the pyramid scheme is the person that's always going to eat. And that's what a pyramid scheme people used to, like, when I first fell for it, when somebody put me on, and I didn't know it was a pyramid scheme. And I've had people try to sell me in other ways. They're like, yo, this ain't a pyramid scheme. We're a spider web. But it's the same concept because the spiderweb starts at one small circle, and everybody that's branched off to you is the one that you keep feeding. It's the same concept. I'm not that slow, but the guy tried to sell it me as a spider. They tried to sell it to me as a spider web, but neither here nor there. The person at the top is the one that literally makes it, and you see that this is perfect. It says it right here. This person right here is the scammer. The person at the top, which that's Zeta Kicks. Then you got the other two people that's really investing to it, which he needs two other people, which they need two other people, which in turn they need two other people. And it just keeps going and going and going and going and going until finally enough people at the bottom start to catch on, and then it goes all the way back up to the top, and then it's time for the person at the top to get the hell out of there. In fact, every pyramid scheme that I've ever seen started never lasts. I had a roommate, right? Okay, he was in a pyramid scheme, and he tried to come at me with it like that. And I told him off rip, I'm like, yo, I'm not doing this pyramid scheme. In fact, a lot of people still, this was very popular back in 2015, probably still popular to this day, I just don't pay any attention. But in 2015, this was like crazy. Like, I want to say from like 2013 to like 2015, the pyramid schemes were through the roof, man. So, and now that roommate, which I haven't talked to in years, I know he no longer does it because he finally. And the thing theirs was called "Wake Up Now." And I used to joke with him sometimes. I was like, "Yo, you woke yet?" You know, because I realized he wasn't getting it like the way the person at the top getting it. Because the way that person at the top getting it, because y'all are all feeding him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to buy into the joint. You know what I'm saying? Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Let's see. Dan, I think I read George Alexander says, if he used the Ponzi scheme, new buyers paid for. Okay, got that one. Dan Anderson says, and a lot of times the shoes were way over retail, but below what resale would be. So it was a deal if you got them early. My buddy actually received 2 pairs from that guy's business. Crazy. Interesting. So yeah, so even if he did sell at a resale price, he was still lower than the market. So people still would go into it because they're thinking they're getting a good deal. So it makes sense. Alexander says, yes, Zeta Kicks was the top of it, but someone were grinding together with him. Yeah, the people that was grinding with him, they're right here. They're the first round investors, quote unquote, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? He started it, but he obviously needed some help. Then, you know, as business grow, they need some help. So guess what? Now we need these 2 people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't doubt that at all. Dan Aaron says, a Ponzi scheme is a pyramid scheme. They are the same thing, just people call it different things now. You're spot on. Yep, exactly. That's all it is a pyramid scheme. The more and more I read into the stuff, like look at all the stuff that's coming up on here. Like yeah, look at all the stuff. Didn't mean to click on that. My bad, guys. But anyway, yeah, look at all the things. It's just literally one big pyramid scheme, and everybody eat. And then you see this right here. It says it right here. Signs of an illegal pyramid scheme. I know it's kind of blurry, but yeah, signs of an illegal pyramid scheme. And like I said, some people try to sell it to you as a spider web, because I've had them put it at me like this before, like, oh, we're not a pyramid scheme. This is kind of a spider web. This is the same thing that Dr. Dre does. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, Dr. Dre produced some of the greatest songs of all times, and yes, he's produced and he's responsible for a lot of the bigger artists' careers. And while you can say they are a branch of Dr. Dre, it's not necessarily, I would say, like a scheme, right? Okay, so because all those people all ate, you know what I'm saying? Plus they had to put in the work too. It wasn't just like that type of thing. Rachel says, so Nike or StockX at the top. Basically, I mean, allegedly the guy used to work for Nike. So I mean, and we can think back. You know what we can think back to, Rachel? Remember the former VP at Nike? Her son allegedly got caught for selling fakes. So what I'm trying to say is, let's not act like that doesn't happen. Let's not act like that doesn't happen. Let's just keep it 100. BK, Rachel, laughing at Rachel. That's what I'm saying. Let's not act like that don't happen. You know what I'm saying? And the whole StockX and Nike debacle. If you think about it, all these lawsuits in general, and when I say lawsuits, right, I'm thinking Nike suing StockX, but Adidas suing Nike, but then this person suing that person. just everybody that greedy over them. That's how crazy the resale. That's how crazy the sneaker community has gotten this company, man. Because nobody had no problems before. I know Nike's suing over the NFT, but then Adidas is suing over trademark infringement issues. You know, where the shoes have already been out for like Adidas is suing for like the auto. One of the things they got on there is the auto lacing system, and those when did those Back to the Future joints come out? The Air Mags, they came out how long ago? And now they're just now putting a lawsuit in 2022? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just, I don't know what's going on now, man. I really don't know what's going on in this sneaker joint now, man. It's just a different ball game. But back to the Zeta Kicks situation. I feel some type of way because I would really hate if that happened to me. But I'm not surprised. And like I said, I never even heard of the guy, but I'm really not surprised that this popped off like this. I'm curious now, and I don't know about you guys if this is set in yet, because I'm thinking of all the resale shops that use him. And I know that doesn't mean they put their end-all, be-all into this guy, but I can think of, I'm not going to say any particular resale company or resale shop, but I know some resale shops that had to have used some type of situation like this, because now, from what it seems like, they take all the shoes on consignment now versus having to connect. I will say this. I don't want to say their name because I feel like they've already sued people in the past, and I noticed their videos aren't up anymore, so I'm not going to say anybody's name. But I've noticed, because I've been watching their videos, that they were like, yo, we put so much into the company that we have to now take a lot of shoes on consignment now. So let's just say this. They've been at SneakerCon, right? And they've been taking a lot of stuff on consignment. And I'm going to just leave it there. SneakerCon is a big event and a lot of people's there. So y'all do your own research on that one. I'm not going there with that guy. And I have nothing against that guy. If that's what he's doing, that's what he's doing. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's where a lot of the connections were made, and now things have had to change up. So we're about to see within the next couple months, because now that this Zeta Kick situation apparently is kind of on hold, which I don't think is coming back. We're about to see how that goes now. Because think about it. And also think about this for the past 3 weeks. What have we been like? Dang, this rabbit hole goes so deep, and it may be the passion kicking in if y'all catch my drift. But think about it. How many are like, hey, shoes are sitting now. The market's down now. Wonder why. Because all those shoes that was getting, that we couldn't get access to, that possibly maybe Zeta Kicks was getting access to allegedly. I don't know. But now all of a sudden, like, now shoes, not saying they aren't difficult still, but let's just say this. This is kind of funny that now shoes are sitting. We can say like, hey, yeah, because the shoes that are coming out are trash. That could be possibility. But we can also say like, in 2020 and 2021, it didn't matter what shoe it was, they all sold out. Even the trash sneakers sold out. So I mean, what's changed now? We can put inflation in there as well. We can put, because that's what I was on Wednesday. I was like, it's inflation, nothing to think about. But when I think about grand schemes of things, there's no telling how many people he had tied into this joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let that ponder. For you guys, man. I'm going to let that ponder. Let me hit the chat real quick. BK says, Nike had auto lace on the Jordan 1s too. Yeah, they did. Them 11 joints. I wasn't too fond of them because they were bulky and you had to charge them. But it's not that they didn't look good. They just looked really bulky. Let's see. Yeah, but you're right, BK. Man with the Kick says, like, Herb Light. True. Same concept. Same. I don't see people doing that joint too. And guess what? I don't see it floating around too much more. But I know exactly. This is the thing. I don't even know that much about Herb Light. But I've seen so many people they were heavy on it for a minute. And some people try to, I got my own shop if you want to purchase through me and type of thing. I'm like, oh, okay, I know where this is going. You know what I'm saying? I know where this is going, right? Okay. Alexander Martin says, Herbalife shake shit involved into a Jordan Travis Scott shit. Hey, I wasn't ready for that one. Manuel Kick says, Nike the puppet master at the end of the day. Yeah, they could have been stopped that stuff, man. Because all this also means another point of thing, and I don't know, and I don't work for Nike, but to me, this just means one thing. Like, hey, Nike needs to keep a more tighter eye on how their product is being moved. It was too much trust out there. You know what I'm saying? Or they turned a blind eye to it to the point where now it becomes a problem. Point blank, period. Let's just keep it 100. Let's see. Rachel says, LOL, that info drop was not discreet. Sorry about that. I mean, I still ain't saying no names, but I mean, if you're in the sneaker community, you know, man. Let's just keep it 100. BK says, do you think the resale market will go up with Zeta Kicks out the game? I'm going to say this. I think it's going to be at a standstill for a minute. I think it's going to be at a standstill because even though he's out the game, you still got to wait for a lot of people to get their bread back, too, that's invested with him. So, it's probably going to go up probably within the next... But think about it, he's still just a drop in the bucket. He ain't the only person. They got other people, too, because they can't just rely... This is my thing. I would hope, and I don't know this because this is alleged, I would just hope that they don't have all their eggs in one basket, so to speak. So I'm hoping they only use them as 25% of their product or 50% of their product. So hopefully, I think it's going to set still for some time. It may go up a little bit, but I don't know. That is a good question to really think about too, BK. Right now, I'm going to say not instantly. We'll know by next month if it's going to go up. I'll say give it a month. Give it a month. Because the thing is, if you think about it, it's hot right now. Even though it's been 3 weeks, he's still he got to watch his moves now. That's why he got all his social media, took everything down. Can't blame him because he knows when the Fed's on it, that's the number one place they finna do their research and start looking. And we can think of another scenario that ain't even sneaker related, where the Feds found a lot of other people's stuff, you know, on the internet, because you basically dry stitched on yourself, making their job easy. So I'm assuming nobody wants to make their job more easier, and ain't no telling who else is tied to this guy that they don't want to get roped into it and brought down. Because when the Feds come, they come for the head honcho, but they come for everything. They come to scoop up everything. From what I seen, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna just keep it there. Rachel says, at BK, I heard a lot of his pairs are being sold to StockX, so maybe that's why prices were low. Yeah, and of course he was apparently had a girlfriend there, a connection at StockX, so I'm not surprised. But Alexander says now it's to the Benjamin Kicks binge shut down too. I didn't know about the Benjamin Kicks joint, but I'm not surprised. My thing is this: he had a sweet setup. You cool with Michael Jordan's like son. All you had to do, and see, he was flexing on it, and he basically said his plug was Nike, and even though Nike didn't address it, he said it. So Nike, you know what I'm saying? Whoever his plug is at Nike now, I'm pretty sure they didn't like that. And even though we don't know who that plug at Nike is, which I'm thinking is Marcus Jordan, but if it is, think about this, even if it is Marcus Jordan, I don't know. And his daddy Nike see that and they're like, all right, cool. They talked to Mr. Jordan, aka Michael Jordan, hey, handle your son, and then they put him in line. I mean, sure, nothing major happens, they still all gonna be successful. And think about this, man. The reason I don't feel sorry for somebody like Benjamin Kicks or Marcus Jordan, if anything, like, nothing's bad gonna happen to them. But my thing is this: like, their family's already rich, they're okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, sorry, you can't really make more money and throw it all in our faces. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Alexander says, let's let's give a praise to Nike that's been restocking a lot in 2022, like the cool grades and some ones. Those cool gray 11s, they restock so many times. I seen them so many times in my Foot Locker. Like I think somebody said it was like 1 million pairs were made. I think it, and then I heard around like 2 million and 3 million. I'm like, I'm starting to think it was probably close to 2 million pairs made in those cool grades, man. So yeah, salute to Nike, man. A little bit. We'll give them a mini W. You know what I'm saying? I don't give them too much. They can do better. But I will say with this new VP, can he do better? Yes. Is he doing better than the last person? Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it there. He's definitely. The whole bot situation, I want to get up on that too. I know that wasn't a part of the topic, but I want to talk a little bit about bots. The thing with bots, right? I think Nike them are trying, and I'm gonna say Nike and Adidas, I'm gonna group them all as a whole. I think they're trying the best to defend against the bots, but it's so hard because they are disguising themselves very, very well to run those bots, and it's hard to catch them. Because it's kind of like each time with Nike and them, it's kind of like a 0-day attack. And with the 0-day attack, it's kind of one of those, they don't even know what's happening until it's already happening. That's the thing I think. And let me clarify, I'm not defending Nike. I'm not defending Adidas. I'm not defending none of those guys real quick. Let me get back to the main screen real quick. But I'm not trying to defend Nike or Adidas. But I think, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I'm gonna tie it all home real quick with this whole bot situation that I think is a major problem. I'm gonna tie it home real quick. But like I said, it's a 0-day attack that's going on each and every time, right? Okay, when these shoes drop and the bot is going for them, Nike them think like, and even with my year, all of them, they think, okay, we got them this time because they're doing this. Okay, 0-day attackers, they're there with us learning too. They got their back end set up and they got their front end set up. So this is my thing, like if they're going to do a surprise attack each and every time, which ain't a surprise, but when I say a surprise attack, they're using a slightly different method because they tried domain changes, they tried this, they tried that. This is what Nike's gonna have to do, and when I say Nike, I'm saying Adidas, I'm saying to defend against bots, right? Okay, to defend against bots, right? Okay, it's their cybersecurity team is not where they need to be. Period. And we've heard this on somebody live. This was on my live, I think, Wednesday or last week. They said it. They said that they know somebody that works at Nike on the bot protection team, and it's a big learning curve because it's a 0-day. They can't prepare for it. Every time they think they're prepared for it, it's something new. And I think the only way it's really gonna go away is that whole resale market situation. Like now, I think it's probably, we still gonna have problems, but that's another thing that we can think about too that's feeding those resale shops. Because they don't, I'm not saying they're not flipping them on eBay and to a few other people, but let's just say I wouldn't be surprised those botters, like one of them I'm not going to say his name, but there's some bigger botters, there's even botters on YouTube that show themselves botting in real time. I'm pretty sure a lot of their customers, I wouldn't be surprised they have tied to some of these resale shops. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. And I'm pretty sure he's probably selling them for $20, $40 over the market to them. I don't know how much, but it's all a money game. But the thing is, Nike them, they're going to have to, and I've been saying this from day one, right? Nike, Adidas, and them, if they want to defend against these bots, they're going to have to bring in some actual cybersecurity specialists in to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then I will say this, even if they, and I think maybe let's say they have, but I think also with the recommendation, Nike, if they want to defend all the way they could. But if Nike defends super hard, and Adidas, I'm just saying in general, if they defend against the bot so hard, it also could make it harder for anybody to cop a shoe. And then transactions and buying out and selling out would take hours, okay? And I think that's maybe what Adidas situation may be taking so long on Confirmed app sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I still think the botters are still getting through on Confirmed app. I don't know this, but I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? And that's just food for thought because that was something in the back of my head too that I was thinking about anyway, man. We've been on this joint for an hour, man. Y'all smash the like button for the kid, man, if you haven't done so already. But yeah, sorry I got on that tangent, man. But you know, botting really bothers me too, man. So, but yeah, just little kickback for that joint for sure. BK says, I only fear the feds and my baby mama. And my baby's mama. Dang, dog. Sheesh. Baby mama, your baby mama on the same level as the feds? Sheesh. Alexander says, sneaker resale in Brazil is dead and gone. Many Jordans and other releases sitting hard. Okay, cool, got you. That's what's up, man. So you should be chilling, copping what you want. Alexander says bigger sizes like Heritage, Brotherhood, and Dark Marina Blue, all retail. You can go grab here in Brazil. Sheesh. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So I think we've covered this this Zeta Kicks joint and the pyramid scheme / Ponzi scheme, man. I want to touch on Kanye a little bit before I get out of this joint. I'm probably gonna stay on for a little bit more longer, man. But let's talk Kanye, man. Do you think? Because you know we talked about him on Wednesday, but do you think Kanye was wrong for the little rant that he went through, man? Let's just keep it 100. Just a quick question. I personally I wouldn't say he was wrong, but I wouldn't say he was wrong because you know. But at the same time, I'm not trying to defend him. And I understand where his frustration is probably coming from. But at the same time, man, Nike and them and stuff been doing this for I don't know how long, man. And I know he's technically not with them anymore. But at the same time, he got it. I don't know. Maybe it's his approach or something like that, man. Let me share my screen on this article I pulled up on Complex. I'm going to run through it real quick. And then I'll come back to the main screen real quick. Yeah, so boom. This is Kanye West right to be frustrated with Adidas? And this article just dropped on the 17th, so yesterday. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Says Alexander says baby mama is scarier than FBI for sure. Most definitely. Manny with the kick says LOL, no fear, fuck that. I feel you though, but I mean, if you have one of those baby mamas, man, that just make it difficult no matter what sometimes, I can understand, man. I can understand. Sometimes just, and I'm not all of them are. There are some baby mamas that are really cool and chill and down to earth. So, but at the same time, you just got to know your baby mama and know, you know, how far to go, what triggers her, man. But getting back on this real quick. Kanye West wants to change the sneaker industry. Of course, he has rewritten the rules around how big brands collaborate with artists and enlarging the scale of hype footwear into sustained commercial success. Now he's fighting to protect the designs that artists make in partnerships with those brands. West is taking aim at the tendency of sneaker makers to water down collaborators' design for products that they aren't actually involved in. And the battle, he pitted himself against Adidas, the company that produces his Yeezy sneakers. In Instagram post Monday, West called out collaborators in the Athlete 22 slide, which we went over that on Wednesday. The design says it's a ripoff of his own Yeezy slide, which is also made by Adidas. He used his social media post to appeal directly to the Adidas CEO Casper Rostered. Yeah, so, and this is the thing too I wanted to point out in here. Like, I noticed this one. This right here, what is this? This is the Adidas Tubular Shadow. Or the Adidas Tubular. This ain't nothing but a 350 inspirational sneaker, man. Let's just keep it 100, man. Alexander says it has to do with his contract with Adidas. If he has 100% creative rights to the shoe design, or if Adidas owns most of it, and if Adidas owns most of the art on their products, yeah, it's definitely a contract thing, but it's all about what you sign. The thing is, I thought that was his issue with Nike. You know what I'm saying? So what is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it, but Kanye got to understand too, man. You're not finna, it's no different than him owning his masters and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot, not just picking on him, but a lot of this stuff. When you don't have it up, when you need you need their help just as much as theirs. You got to give and take a little bit. So I mean, but I get what Ye's trying to get at, where he wants to own 100%. But I mean, sometimes that ain't always the best. I mean, you still doing good though. You touched the Billy with not even being 100% ownership. So this is also the little guy who don't have $1 billion either. So take it with a grain of salt. Who that for life in the building was good. He says, I hit that shock drop on the SB. That's what's up. Congrats on me. Congrats. Which was, I think I seen it floating around. Which one was it, joint? Give me the name and I'll pull it up on the screen. Alexander says, yes, that's true. His complaint against Nike was the same. Yeah, that's the thing. Did he get a better deal with Adidas? I'm sure, right? Okay. But at the same time, Kanye, now, if his contract, this is my thing. I think what he would want is, he knows that even if he doesn't re-sign with Adidas when his contract is up, I think in 2025, but don't quote me on that, they're probably still gonna own just like the Yeezy too. It's Nike shoe. It's his, it's Yeezy, but Nike owns the overall product. Same thing was probably about to be with Adidas. And I mean, that just come with the game. If you wanna own it all up, bro, you gotta do it all on your own. But at the same time, that's an easier said than done product situation. Just to keep it 100. Dan Anderson says, in my opinion, I totally agree with Kanye. Adidas wants hype bad to compete with Nike. Kanye is the only thing giving it to them. Then they steal his idea like that. LOL crazy and rant. Yeah, I'll give you that. Facts. But at the same time, Kanye can sit back at the table, and this is the thing. If you're not happy with your contract, go back to the table professionally, and I'm not saying who knows if he hasn't tried that, because maybe he has, but go back to the table and try to negotiate professionally behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. You've proven your worth. You got your, and I don't know, because rumors is when he was at Nike, he tried to do that, and they wouldn't let him, and that's where he went on the whole rant with Nike. And maybe he tried it with Adidas and now he's fed up with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. But that would be my best guess, right? Okay? Maybe he just fed up with the joint. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, hey, I'm proving my worth. Oh, the Paisley Dunk SB. Okay, cool. Okay, that's what's up. Okay. I'm going to have to pull them joints up. Y'all remind me when we get, because we about to end it here in a little bit. When we do upcoming releases and I share my screen with that, we'll put them up on there for sure. Alexander says, I think Adidas owns most of the copyright of the Adidas Yeezy line. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, the Paisley Brown SB. Let me go ahead and pull it up. I don't even want to forget. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull this joint up real quick. Y'all see it's already trying. Y'all can tell I was doing my research a little bit earlier, just getting a refresh on this joint. Brown Dunks. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I seen floating around. I seen these joints right here, the darker ones. I seen these floating around. You hit on these? Congrats, homie. Yeah, these joints is fire, yo. Sheesh. These is fire. These is fire, man. Yeah, these is fire. I like them. Congrats. I ain't even really... I saw it floating around. I think I got the hit on like a Twitter notification, but I ain't even check it out. Like, looking at them on this on feet, they look nice. I like these. Nice. Congrats on the cop, man. Congrats on the cop. Congrats. Congrats, man. Congrats. You know what I'm saying? Super congrats. The joint's fire. They fire, though. Glad you got some. Got a gum bottom on these joints. It's fire, dog. But back to the Kanye joint. Getting back on this real quick. Hold up. Y'all can tell my mouse been acting up a little bit. I think the battery trying to die on me, but it's gonna work today. Anyway. Yeah, I think he just wants a better deal at this point, and he feel like he's proven himself. Let me see. What did I leave on this? I'm not standing for this buoyant copying no more. Adidas West wrote on Monday Surfacing on his Instagram blast, Adidas in long caption, although his post has since been deleted, his Instagram once again wiped the message response. I think Kanye is that's my thing too, man. I don't know, man. He gets a bad rep, but sometimes he be speaking it. Majority of the time he speaks the truth, he just doesn't do it professionally, so to speak. I think that's the thing where we're getting at this. Dan Anderson says, you should have to negotiate with your partner to not steal your idea. That messed up to have to do that. Just because that's how things are doesn't mean it's right, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. If we're supposed to be partners and but at the same time, he's not probably a 50-50 partner, dog. I get what you're saying and I agree with you, but he's probably not a 50-50 joint because Adidas was there before Kanye. You know what I'm saying? They can't give him half the company. You know, but the deal probably should be better, and they should be. This is my thing. I think they should be more grateful. Like, hey, you've kept us in the shoe game. Because just imagine if Kanye would have just kept quiet with Nike, stayed there, and still put out great products there, and then they would have had Virgil with the Off-White and a Kanye Off-White joint. Adidas probably would have went out of business, dog. Let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Nike would have had too much control over there. You know, just food for thought if you really want to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. Zadeh, I think it's Zadeh. If I'm saying it wrong, forgive me. Says thoughts on the Off-White coming out soon. Those Air Force joints, y'all can keep them, man. I seen them on my phone earlier, man. Let me see if I got this right. I seen these joints on my phone earlier. Let me see. Yeah, let me see on the confirmed. On the sneakers app. Yeah, I seen them joints, man. The mid joints with the spikies. We pulled them up on the screen before. They not for me, man. And I'ma just leave it there. They not for me. I'm not mad at them because they're coming out on the 23rd. I'm not mad at them, but yeah, these joints get a little focus. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. They ain't for me. They're not bad, but they ain't for me. And I'm going to just leave it at that. But, yeah, I'm not really feeling them. I'm definitely going to be asleep, man. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to definitely do a video because sometimes my mind changes. But right now, meh. You know what I'm saying? Just meh for me right now. Let's see. Who That For Life says, should I trade my red foam runners for Nike blue raspberry SB? Let me see. Let me pull up those joints. Should you trade in your red foam runners for the Nike? Let's see. Red foam runners. Because, I mean, if you already got another pair of foam runners, you should be. I don't see why not. Red foam runners for Nike blue raspberry. Yeah. Dunk. So, I mean, that seems like a fair trade to me. Especially if you're not really rocking the foam runners like that. If you like these joints, they fire though. I don't see why not. Seems like a good deal to me. Karen K says, what's up, Jeremy? Yeah, his delivery is not perceived well because some of their items are inspired by his products. Yeah, and you know, Kanye is very outspoken. And I don't know if what he tried to do behind the scenes, but I know when it comes to us and we hear about it, he'd be on 10 whenever he hits us with it. So, Dan Anderson says, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He should at the very least be in the loop. Don't drop that and make him see it at the store. Well, that's crazy in my opinion. Just seems too shady to do to your most valuable guy. True, valid. But they do it to Michael Jordan all the time. However, if I had to guess, I don't think Michael Jordan really, I don't know, but I don't think Jordan's ever really paid. I don't think Jordan really cared that much about the sneakers like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep on the way Kanye is about fashion, I don't think Jordan is about that. You know what I'm saying? He just let Nike do their thing and he collect his check. So, maybe don't make it right, but maybe that's where a lot of these brands also look at it like, all right, cool, you do what you do, which is, I guess in Jordan's case, we'll play ball, but in Kanye, they're like, you go make music, we gonna get the shoe and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We gonna handle the shoe and stuff, which ain't right. So I agree with you, but yeah. Karen K says, are you interested in any of the upcoming drops? For this month, I don't know right now, man. I'm definitely gonna have my videos coming out soon, but right now, I gotta be honest, for the month of June, I'm not really impressed. I just hope the rumors for the Jordan 4 year that's coming at the end of the year, I hope that's true. If that's true, then yes. The Travis Scotts, those reverse Travis Scotts that are supposed to drop next month, I'm looking at them. Yeah, so some shoes, yes. And I'm still hoping that it's true that we're gonna get the V1 Yeezy restocks this year. The 350 V1 restock. I would love to get those back in stock and get those floating around. Even if I can't catch them for retail, it'll make the resale market is crazy on those guys. So it should bring that down some. So yeah, and that would be nice. So either way, I would love to have those in my collection for sure. So good question. Who that for life says, I really want them. Yeah, well then, you know what? It's all about buying what you like. And if they're willing to trade you for the foam runners, if you're not really rocking the foam runners, I mean, because let's be honest, the foam runners are going to keep restocking and restocking and restocking. We don't know when these are going to restock again. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just, I'm not trying to persuade you, because do what you want to do at the end of the day. But, I mean, just food for thought. Who that? Dan Anderson says, that's true. Ye don't say things in the best way. Yeah, he doesn't know how to word it. It's all about your delivery sometimes. My thing is this. Go sit at the table and negotiate some things like, hey, I mean, I'm not sure the best way to sell it, but I'm saying, like, one of the ways is like, yo, you know, we've been on this deal for X amount of time. There's a few things I would like to negotiate. That's the word you use. And then you just slowly keep crawling in and crawling in and crawling in. You know, take a little bit at a time. Keep in mind, Adidas was there before him. He didn't bill it now. He's not the only person on the roster. They do got like Bad Bunny in them. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, which I ain't saying Bad Bunnies are topping Kanye, but I mean, he ain't the only. What's the saying? And don't take this out of context too deep, but one person don't stop no show. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to leave it at that. One person don't stop no show. Nike showed him that. Because Kanye went on a whole rant, made a diss song, and went to Adidas. Nike has yet to even say one thing about Kanye when he left. And then all these little rants and the stuff that he gets on, Nike probably looks back and like, whew, glad we dodged that one. I mean, great job on the sneakers, and we still own them, and they're still ours. But, yeah, all the other stuff, they're like, probably don't want to be associated with. You know? Just food for thought again. Not picking on Kanye. Just food for thought. Just food for thought. Yeah, just food for thought. Zadeh says, I mean, he used Adidas silhouette for his Yeezy Plus. He's using a lot of Adidas resources. It's not a big deal as he makes it seem, to be honest. You know Kanye. He can make anything seems like a big deal, man. Not to pick on Ye, but he's quiet. The thing is, sometimes it's best. My mom used to say this. If you don't have anything nice to say, sometimes it's best to not say anything at all. And I think Kanye should take a little bit of that advice. Do what you got to do behind the scenes to get your deal right to make you happy, and call it a day. Man with Kick says, Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott low and the Jordan 1 Chicago the heaters of the year. It's looking that way. I'm hoping On My Year 4s come and surprise us all. But right now, I will say those are probably the top two best shoes that's going to drop this year. I'm going to say that right now. Man with Kick says, I need those 85 Pandas next year. They coming home, talking it into existence. Okay, that's what you got to do sometimes. I feel you on that one, big homie. So let me give me a little refill in the cup real quick. But yeah, y'all hit a little liquid pouring, man. I'm just pouring it on the ice. But yeah, that's what you got to do sometimes. Speak some stuff in existence, man. And it doesn't hurt to speak some stuff in existence at all. But yeah, back to this, man. Kanye, I don't know, man. He just seems like one of those people. He's never gonna be satisfied, man. And but creativity wise, we gotta give it to him. I mean, we gotta give it to him creativity wise. He's that guy. I guess he don't like just because it was a spinoff of his shoe, but they made the tubular and he didn't say nothing. Or maybe he did say something behind the scenes and didn't say nothing to nobody. Who knows? But like I said, all the brands are guilty of doing this. They've done. Nike's also done this with the off-white joints. We've seen some stuff where we can definitely, let's say it was the off-white inspiration, right? Okay, that's what this article said. I just kind of glanced at it and caught that part of it. Yeah, every brand does this, so it's like, I'm sure Adidas don't feel bad, and I'm pretty sure in their deal it doesn't say they can't make a spinoff. And then think about it, you're gonna say you're making a spinoff within the same company? You know, like they're covered in all ways, shape, or form. And at this point, I'm gonna say this: Kanye, it's just time to do it all your own now, man. But the thing is, it's much easier said than done. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he can't do it, because obviously he can get the team together and he got the bread to do it now. But he knows it's gonna take a lot of investments up front to do all that, just to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it 100. Dan Anderson says he's a douchebag and he's awesome at the same time. Facts. The world needs people like him. No, the best art comes from some crazy people. Kanye, to me, hasn't been the same, and I can relate to this situation. But yeah, he hasn't been the same since his mom passed away, man. But and obviously she was really, they were really close. But he's definitely a different individual, man. If I gotta keep it 100, he's definitely a different individual. Creativity, I guess that's the best way. His documentary named it best. They called him Genius, and you know, geniuses just tend to always stand out. You know what I'm saying? And he's definitely that person. Karen K says he's too controversial and makes everything seem bigger than what it is, but I can't knock him for his creativity. Facts. That is the nicest and best way to say it, Karen K. That is the nicest and best way to say it. He's like, he blows the smallest thing out of proportion, where we're looking like, you know, because like I just said earlier, I'm like, yo, I ain't saying he got probably the best deal with Adidas, but I mean, he probably got a better deal than probably anybody else in his situation, and you still made, like, you know, it put you in the $1 billion status, right? You put him in the $1 billion status. Y'all know that. So it's like, you still rich. Like, you know what I mean? It's like complaining about like not being rich enough. You know, and I'm not saying that's what he's saying, but it's like, yo, like, let it go. You know, the thing is, even though those sneakers are highly inspired by Yeezys, we as sneakerheads in the sneaker community know the difference. We know the difference. You know, we know the difference. Let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Brand does this too. We know the difference. You know what I'm saying? You know, like if you watching my channel and you collect sneakers, right? We can see as many spin-offs. Now, it's one thing getting a fake that looks exactly like it, where it's hard to tell, like legit checking purposes. But like spin-offs, how many times you been in the mall? You be like, man, what they trying to do? And it usually be Nike. I be like, what they trying to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it 100. So, this is nothing new. That, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, like, but yeah, we've seen this 100 times, man. Dan Aaron says, I agree. He's probably struggling. Imagine if your family replaced you with Pete in front of your whole world, and you probably need some DMT. Or I wasn't ready for that one, yo. But valid point. In his case, I believe he was calling him Skeet. But yeah. And then what kills me is probably like his wife is talking about, you know, the details. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, Kanye also can pull anybody he wants to. Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess from the outside looking in, I know how I would handle. Well, I don't know unless I'm in that position, but I'm like, I'm still a billionaire. She's not keeping my kids from me. And I still can get majority of the women I want. So I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I I'm on the outside looking in. I'm like, his problems can be resolved, and I put that in quotations for problems. Mr. 314 says, I don't know the difference. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Mr. Jordan 2 on my year. Yes, you do. Dan Anderson laughing my ass off, man. But I'm just saying, like, yo, he, I get it. Like, that's his wife, and he really clearly he didn't want the divorce, but you gotta move on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move on. Like, when a chick cuts you off or a guy cuts you off, man, it's hard. Don't get me wrong. Like, when you get cut off, man, those first like weeks, months, or however long it takes you, those be some hard months, man. So he just has some hard times, yo. And then, think about it. It's like, yo, Skeet his wife in a whole nother relationship. We'll put it like that. And now I can't even enjoy my sneakers, the stuff that I'm, my name attached to. Like, I mean, but you all right though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I get what y'all saying though, man. Mr. 314 says his mental is not the same after messing with them. Yeah, it's called the Kardashian curse, so to speak. And I put that in quotations. Like, usually when you're under the Kardashian situation, it's not. We can go down a rabbit hole of the guys that's been attached to the Kardashians, right? And we can start with what Tristan Thompson, right? We can start with Bruce, aka Caitlyn Jenner. We can start with Tyga. You know what I'm saying? Rob. Any guy that's like, and I know Rob's an actual Kardashian, but that whole family, yo, is just something about it. When you get your name on there, Travis is the only one that's kind of holding up. And to be honest, they've come out and said that he's in an open relationship with her. So that's probably your only safety spot. It's like, yo, you can only take so much time being in that around them before, And then again, if you think about it, we can think about Travis Scott's situation. I'm not saying that the Kardashians had anything to do with it, but at the same time, I'm not saying they're cursed, but the guys tend to not stay there long. And I'm going to just leave it there. I'm going to just leave it right there. Let's see. Mr. 314 says, let's not forget they made a man swing. Hey. Yo, facts. All facts. He did. He you know what I'm saying? Completely different change. Like, and I can't say it was them or something he had been doing in the years. But see, the thing with him though, he's never seemed like even though everybody's had to catch the show, right? And I know this is off mode for sneakers, but he always seemed like so chill and down to earth. And then it's like, I don't know what's up, man. It don't surprise me at all though. But yeah, you got a point. They made a man switch his gender. Can't debate that one, guys. And I'm not judging, by the way, but it's more so, if anybody I'm judging, is the Kardashian curse. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave it there. And I ain't gonna say judging. I'm more so questioning. But yeah, Dan Anderson, it's true. But I think he wants her. But you're right. He needs to move on. That is his real battle. He can't seem to win. This is my thing, right? And I know this is off mode for sneakers, but this is my thing. If he was to move on and just co-parent with her, he still could slide, if you catch my drift. You know what I'm saying? If you was to co-parent with her and get along, because this is the thing, y'all gonna be attached forever until those kids are pretty much grown, but y'all got a long way to go. Whenever she going through something, if you can show that you can still be there with her, to comfort her when you need to, he still could slide, every now and then. And if anything, gonna be the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my outside looking. I get it. You're going to always love her because, y'all share a bond. You know what I'm saying? But same time, if a person say they done, they done. You can't force it. And I feel like that's what he was trying to do. Mr. 314 says, also, stay away from my year twos. My bad, man. I could just be a little salty. Dan Aaron says, Mr. 314 is laughing my ass off. Very true. Manny with the kick says, the curse is real. Oh, I don't doubt it. And I'm going to be 100. Every guy is going to fall for it for the most part if they get the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? That family just is something about them, man. And I just named the names of the guys already. I can even go more. Dan Anderson says, dang, those women are vampires. They deeper than that, man. Even Ray J. I just forgot about Ray J. This is my thing. Ray J was kind of brought him on. I ain't gonna say he brought him on the scenes, but you know how they came about. Ray J don't even want to be think about it. He is forever attached to them, and he been done with it. Reggie Bush was there, had to leave. The only way they started doing, they gotta leave. I mean, I don't know how many dudes I need to. I don't know what's sounding bad if the guy let's not forget about Chris Humphries, yo. I almost feel sorry for him personally, to be honest. Out of all the ones, I feel like for him, I feel kind of sorry for the most. Just to keep it 100. It get like the rabbit hole. I ain't even realize I was about to go this deep, but dang, she been running through them things, boy. Mystery on 4 says, also, I'm broke. I broke down, bought those Union Argon Dunks for resale. What you get them at? What was they averaging for? Manuel Kick says, they put Lamar Odom on crack. Man, I forgot about Lamar. It get the rabbit hole so deep, yo. It's deeper than. How many guys do we have to name, man? Sheesh. And it gets worse and worse each and every time. Yeah. Every guy we can about name that's been affiliated with them. Yeah, you're right, man. I mean, we can't think of one guy. And Travis is barely making it. And keyword on barely. But he had to break up. He didn't stay in a relationship. And she bad. You know what I'm saying? Karen K says, I caught that. I got it. And you're right, Jeremy. If he just play it cool, but he's not. That guy can't. He's a natural hothead. Yeah, exactly. You get what I'm saying. If he wasn't just, okay, cool, we're not together. But obviously, think about it. They got a nanny in between them now with the kids or whatever. But if he was to play it cool, co-parent, talk to her with some sense, show respect. This is my thing. No disrespect to Skeeta or Pete or whatever. Whenever he slip up, because ain't nobody relationship going to be perfect 100% of the time, she going to be like, well, let me call my baby daddy. Because he, you know what I'm saying? He comforts me. He knows me. They going to have a bond that they just don't have until they have kids. And guess what? Slide in. Handle your business. And you don't even got to put it on the internet, which is going to leak anyway with them because that's how, no disrespect to the Kardashians, they need to put their business out there to stay afloat. Granted, they rich and probably never go broke, but how they stay relevant is keeping their stuff in the news. Whether they say they just get leaked, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? That's what keeps them up there. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. We can keep it 100 all day long. But yeah, he just played his position. You just got a new position now. That's how I feel about it. And I wouldn't trip. You know what I'm saying? You're Kanye. Like, you can have almost anything you want. Women, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mr. 314 says, I mean, I hit it first. Oh, that's Ray J. Went on and made a song about the joint. Low-key, I feel like he could slide a little bit if he was to play his cards right. Because they, especially if they know, I know he knows some stuff that they pay him some hush money just to keep it 100. And, because no disrespect, I know Ray J is such a big businessman, but he ain't had a music hits like that. I mean, he had a few little hits or whatever, but for his net worth, and I know his businesses that he's invested in or taking off, but he had to get it from somewhere, and it definitely went from the music. And if he had a 360 deal, it definitely went from the music. I'm going to just leave it there. And I know his sister Brandy got it, which I'm still kind of amazed that some people just now realizing that him and Brandy's was sister, because she was kind of like, she was there before he was. She put him on. Ironically. But anyway, Karen K says Lamar Odom crack and Manny with the key. S. Scott says, I'm going to leave that one alone, man. S. Scott says, tried to cop those 700 on Yeezy Supply. Got stuck in the queue, but I saw bots checking out. I feel some sympathy for Kanye. My thing is, what we got? A new subscriber in the building. DJ Rue Boy just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, homie. Y'all smash that like button, man. We having fun. We're gonna join for an hour and 35 minutes, man. We just kick back and off mode, man. But back to Escott. Yeah, they need some better bot protection for Yeezy supply in general, man. It's time. That site is ridiculous, and it makes me mad, to be honest. It's super frustrating. Zadeh says for Kanye to have his own shoe company that is available worldwide that requires a lot of resources, money, and technology is very difficult. Yeah, and like I said, a lot of the botting is like 0-day attacks. They can't really, but they can try. They can try better than what they're doing. But yeah, it's gonna take a lot for them to defend against some bots. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, Yeezy supply only ships to US, right? So it's really just US people, right? Mr. 314 says $300 in my size. Okay, that's not bad. That's not actually bad at all after taxes. That's actually pretty good. That's what's up for those dunks. That's what's up. Those union dunks. Zadeh says, weird question, but why do you have tattoos on your face and what do they mean exactly? I've been through some hard times. I survived it obviously because I'm still here. And one of the biggest things that these are tattoos are on my face is strictly motivations that when I wake up in the morning and I go, what you do, you wash your face, you brush your teeth. Obviously when you look up in the mirror, the first thing when you look in the mirror you see is your face. So a lot of this is not gang related. A lot of people have assumed this gang. I'm not in a gang. I'm not affiliated, and I don't have nothing against people who are in a gang. I'm just not in one. It's not gang related, but it's mostly based off of motivation. This is basically, if to sum it up, what they all mean is to stay motivated and keep the faith and stay positive and continue to strive to be a better person each and every day. Work hard, put your best foot forward, realize that you're not perfect, and realize that I have made a lot of mistakes in life that I'm still recovering from. But this is strictly just for me to motivate it to do better each and every day. And and that's a good question. I'm not even mad that you even asked it. So yeah, I get, but the thing is, people that in my area that see me, they're so used to me now, they don't even, at first glance, a lot of people say that I give them like a weird vibe. Like they think like I'm come across a certain way, but people who had like you guys see me, y'all see me do my videos, man. I know that I'm redefining also the stereotype that face tattoos give people. You know what I mean? So yeah, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Hopefully I answered your questions right there, homie. And yeah, just a lot of stuff that's happened in my life, man, that I've had to overcome. And I don't like to complain about stuff, I don't want to complain, so I just pretty much put a tattoo and keep it moving, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really my therapy as well. So Karen K threw the thumbs up on us. Cool. S. Scott says, I meant no sympathy. Okay, got you. So you said you don't got no sympathy. Yeah, you feel no sympathy for Kanye. I got you. Mr. 314 says, weird question, but why do you have an Alia tattoo? My mother, and my mother is actually right. She's right here underneath Alia. But I grew up on listening to Alia, man, and I'm just a very, very big fan. Music-wise, loved her. And growing up, she was in a movie called Romeo Must Die, and I will say my mom put this movie on like so many freaking times, man. And I just feel like she doesn't get the credit she deserves as like a music artist as well. A lot of people, I ain't gonna say I slept on her, but it's kind of one of those, it's a tragic way of how she went, but she was really at the peak of her game and she really affected a lot of people, man. And it was just one of those people I was listening to growing up. And yeah, my mom, we put that Romeo Must Die movie on so many freaking times, man. It just only made sense at this point. So she definitely is an inspiration person that, I listen to her. Like, I listen to her music from time to time now still, you know what I'm saying? Just cause, and this was when I was in middle school. I was in middle school listening to this joint, for sure. Let's see. Another weird question by Mr. 314. You're knocking them out today, homie. Let's hear it. But why are you salty about the Armani? I'm not salty, man. I'm just messing. I'm just joking with you on that one, man. I'm glad you got them. I just was joking, because you would just the way whenever I was live and you was coming at us, like, I don't know. I just mess with you on that. It's nothing personal. Honestly, I ain't even thought about the shoe, but I just think about it every time I see your name because of how we was talking about who really liked twos and you was going in. But that was it. It's really just joking purposes, homie. Nothing serious. Miss 314 says, I've watched that movie. Yeah, definitely. And of course, it also has DMX in that joint as well, man. So just two big things, yeah. Yeah, I love Alia, man. Some of my tattoos, I can pretty much explain all of them. But yeah, the face tattoos, yeah. People, I said now people, like, they're used to seeing me with them, so nothing real bad about them. So that says, man, I feel like you should tell us more about you, Jeremy. Away from sneakers, if you're full of stories and motivational recovery from hard times. I probably should. I'm still going through some things right now, but I always contemplate back and forth sometimes, should I do like a life story, but I'm gonna have to, I want to do it. I don't want to just sit in front of the screen and just go off. I want to do it in a way where I keep you interested from beginning to end, you know what I'm saying? And my coworker has come at me like this before too. He said that, you know, because he's known a little bit. He don't know nobody knows everything about me because I really keep to myself. But the few things that he's seen me go through, he's like, dang, man, you sound like just a walking inspiration, you know. And I just like, because, you know, like at the end of the day, everything I ever been through in life, I will say this, I took it right on the chin. I've had everything I ever been through in my life, man. I've had no choice but to take it on the chin. It wasn't one of those like, man, I can escape. Every situation I put myself in, I couldn't. The only way I could get out of it was just go through it, and that's just kind of what I've been going through. And yeah, it just yeah, I probably should, man. I want to. If I do it though, I want to do it the right way, man. I really need to write it down and journalize it, but I lived it and I think about it all the time too, man. It's another reason why I do YouTube. It's you know, it's also a part of therapy for me as well, coming to talk to you guys, man, because really I'd just be chilling by myself checking out sneakers. So I figured like, yo, I'm such into sneakers, let me see if I can put a little content out here, and here we are. So yeah, appreciate that. Good idea though, man. Definitely good idea. Something I definitely need to do. You're right. Karen K says, agree, Jeremy. I love Alia to grow. I love Alia too. I grew up on her too. We're old heads. I also watched that movie a million times. P.S. You're at your best, Jeremy. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm telling my age a little bit too, man. I am old head, man. That's what I said, man. I told y'all, man. I ain't gonna say that we are the old heads, but I feel like we in the middle. We're that generation. We're in the middle. Like the old heads, the OGs are slightly above us still, but we creeping up to the OGs. Karen, we definitely doing that. But thank you, man. I definitely am trying to be a better person each and every day, man. And a lot of my stuff you can see is like, I'm the wrong side, but yeah, if the camera's showing it, yeah, it's praying hands over here. It's faith. You know, there's crosses. No, I've never killed anybody. I get that one a lot. And even if I did, why would I admit that? But no, I never killed anybody or anything like that. So, but yeah, all of it's really just spiritual at the end of the day, man. It's really all spiritual based on my face. But, Mr. 314 says, last question. Want some peanut butter to go with all that jelly? Hold that L. 314, I'm my year 2 in the building. Yo, we got a new subscriber. I thought you been subscribed, Zadeh, man. You've been rocking with us for a little bit. Thank you for subscribing, homie. Really goes a long way. All the people that's been in here, man, y'all smash the like button for the kid, man. I've been on this joint for an hour and 44 minutes, man. The grind don't stop, man. But to answer your question, no, I don't want no jelly. I'm good. I don't want no peanut butter or no jelly, because I ain't jelly for real. See, this is why I keep going at you every time you come in here about the my years, because you take little shots like that. I'm not supposed to defend myself? Come on, homie. Zadeh says, it's very true when the same When they say never judge a book by its cover, you are a very nice, humble person, but with the tattoo, someone could have a completely different idea about you. Yeah, I get it all the time, man. People, it's like, I honestly like say like, yeah, even in the dating world, people like at first glance, like a few females, they're like, oh, I'm able to see, I tried dating or whatever. They would be like, yo, I'm able to look past that because you're nothing like what I was expecting. You know what I'm saying? Same thing at work. Like I've been in my job now for 5-6 years, and they don't say anything at all. Granted, that does put a little pressure on me knowing I need to do my job and do it correctly, which I do. But overall, like, they don't, you know what I'm saying? And just the tattoo artist who did them for me, he even said it like, I'm pretty sure they're adjusted to him now. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is. You just got to let them adjust. People adjust to you. Is it different? Sure. I'll give you that. I'll give people that in general. Not you, but just in general. But yeah, you're right. People, I'm definitely living proof. Don't judge a book by its cover. Right down to the fact that, probably low fun fact, I have my master's degree, and cybersecurity at that. So why do you think I was able to spit that back earlier off the top of the dome of what Nike needs to do, and Adidas and all of them, what they're not doing? And one of that is, not that they don't have the money, but to get the bots and stuff protected, which is very hard to do. And I'm pretty sure the people that's qualified to do it, to stop the bot protection, one, is not going to be easy, and two, they're going to charge a pretty penny for it. Period. I'm going to just sum it up like that. Let's see. Mr. 314 says, nah, I'm old. I can feel it. Sadi says, keep doing what you doing, bro. Yes, sir, man. The grind don't stop, man. Even when I get tired of doing videos sometimes for YouTube, when I hit these lives and y'all come in here, man, y'all give me a breath of fresh air to keep going and keep me motivated, man. Mr. 314 says, got a good laugh on me. Mr. 314, honestly, I saw tattoos. I just see a person who like art, but I never pass judgment on someone. That too, I definitely, as y'all can see, I got the cause art in the background. I just love art in general, but my tattoos do have meaning, but I want it to also look right, so I go get it done, from what I consider somebody who does nice work. So, yeah, definitely. Mr. 314 says, just like I would not like no one to pass judging on my year twos. You gonna keep taking shots at these my year twos, boy. Mr. 314 says, nice job on the masters. I have my masters in forensics accounting. Okay, that's what's up. Congrats, homie. Yeah, most definitely, man. And definitely one of the goals I want to set out for myself. So definitely. Sadi says, are you buying anything from Yeezy Day? I know it's a bit early. Most definitely. I'm definitely gonna try. My biggest gripe about Yeezy Day is that it's like, I think it goes all day, man. That's the thing. Like, I don't know if I should just take off work or what, but it's like I really don't want to, because I know I don't want everything. But yeah, I definitely plan on trying to cop something from Yeezy Day. I'm hoping we get something good, you know what I'm saying? Something that I took an L on that I can get another shot at. So yeah. Rachel says, I'm a teacher with a master's degree in education, and I have a sleeve of inspirational tattoos. People always think I'm not qualified to do my job till they know me. Yeah, same situation here. But at the same time, like, I remember when I first started the job, the first week, my coworker said, he looked at me and he was like, what did they do? He didn't say this to me, but he said it in general. He's like, what did they just do? And he said by the end of the week, he was like, they knew. And we've been cool ever since then. We've been working together for over 5 years. And he was like, man, I'm really glad they hired you. And I didn't really, like, at first, I'm not going to lie, you had us skeptical. But he said when I started on Monday, by Friday, he knew I was good or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was comfortable at that point. So just take time for people to get used to seeing. Like, once they get, it's just like me. I'm so used to seeing them, I don't even, like, sure, I see that they're there, but I don't even pay them any. Once they heal, you don't even pay them any attention anymore. You know what I'm saying? Mystery on 4 says, I just got another tattoo, but it's on my leg. That's what I'm working on right now, filling up my legs for sure. Definitely working on that, and I'm just taking my time and, go when I go. And it's not necessarily a requirement, it's just something I enjoy. But upcoming releases real quick, man, because I've been on this joint for a week. Just going to go ahead and we're going to close it out in 10 minutes because I've been on this joint for 2 hours. So we're just going to run the full 2 hours. Let's talk some upcoming releases real quick. what y'all expecting, what y'all hoping for, and then I'm gonna get up on out of this thing, man. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man, for sure. Cause I just been kicking back, chilling, man. This was a good live, man. Y'all smash that like button, man. Y'all made a kid feel good today, man. For sure, man. Definitely had a good day today. So what y'all looking for? I know on Yeezy Day is coming up in August. So is there anything in particular y'all are looking for right now, man? I know we got the Jordan 4s, the poor man Travis Scott versions are supposed to come out, them joints. Those Eminem, poor man Eminem 4s are supposed to be on the radar too. So I know we've been saying that for a minute. Zadeh says, very hard question, but your top 5 sneakers of all time to you from the top of your head. From the top of my head, that is a tough question. Man. Yeezy 2s, any colorway. Yeezy 2s, of course, will always be on there. That's definitely like a on the bucket list of what I really, really want. Yeezy 2s on there. Jordan 11 Concords for sure. And I know those aren't hard to obtain, but it's just a classic shoe for me. Yeah, Jordan 11 Concords. So that's 2. Let's see. I'm just trying to think of some timeless stuff. Like, for me, I'll even put the Cause 4s in there because that's something I want on a bucket list for sure. So that's 3. Yeah, man. Those are like my tops right now that I can think of off the top of my head. If I gotta throw a Jordan 1 in there, I'm going to say the Jordan 1 Chicago for sure. And I ain't talking to reimagine that. I'm just talking to Jordan 1 Chicago. Timeless sneaker. Yeah. And I'm trying to think something off of Nike that, I'll say this too. I'll always have an Air Force 1 in my collection no matter what. All white, cocaine. Gotta always have a pair in there. Definitely always got to have that a pair in the collection because they just go with everything. They're just nice. And if I got to do one more right now, this is not... Now, if you put a whole bunch of shoes in front of me where I get time to think this out, this will probably be a completely different list. But this is just off the top of my head, like you said, just to keep it real. And last but not least, I'll say Jordan 4 cement, white cement. You know what I'm saying? That's the collection for me right now. That's my top 5 right now. But I know if you put some other ones in my list that I didn't even think of, probably be a completely different list. Mystery Omar says, you already know what shoe I want this year. This is true. Yeah, we all kind of been talking about it for a little bit. Visualize 20 years ago says, I hope you do plan on doing more content other than sneakers. You're very interesting from others. I plan on going towards cybersecurity soon. Maybe have Nike hire me for those bots. Hey, that's what's up, man. Definitely you can't go wrong in that field. Always going to be. There's threats each and every day. So I say all that to say there's always job opportunity in cybersecurity. Just always keep it there. Concepts Orange Lobster SB. Got you, Rachel. Okay, cool. Let me pull those up. And Mystery 4 says, okay, next stream we come in here. We're on our top 5 list. Most definitely. Say Wednesday. Remind me on Wednesday or next time you're in here. Remind me. I'm gonna get a list together, man. And I want to pull up what Rachel talking about real quick. But yeah, definitely need to do that. Y'all, you put me on the spot. I'm still kind of like, what I would have said differently, I don't know. Like if I could actually take time to sit it down. But I already know the Kanye, the Nike Yeezy 2s will always be on there. I'm gonna pull up these concept joints that Rachel was talking about real quick, and then we gonna get up out of this joint in like 5 minutes, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through too, man. Smash the like button if you haven't done so already, man. Y'all know I gotta remind y'all every now and then. I don't want to be too annoying with it, but still. Okay, cool. Orange lobsters. Okay, just like the purple lobsters, but like the orange. Okay, cool. Got you. Let me share the screen real quick. Share the screen. Boom. Right here. Here we go. Yeah. I still like the purple joints though. But these aren't bad. Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting. This is nice. Are these supposed to drop this year? Or have these already dropped? Because, yeah. Let me see. Let me see his drink. Of course, we got a nice little ad. Welcome. Okay, so there. This is in 2022. First time these was in 2008. Okay. Yeah, so I'm reading through this real quick. Okay. Okay, cool. So, okay, yeah, you think they're supposed to drop next month? They're expected with special friends and family pairs as well. Detailed packaging compared to the retail version. Yeah, so, and it's been 14 years since the first collaboration. So, okay, they're room to drop this year, later this year. Okay. So, something to keep an eye out on. Not a bad shoe. Definitely not a bad shoe at all. Definitely some, especially if you want, because you know they're going to be a hype shoe for sure. So, definitely something to keep in the back of our minds for sure. Nice point that out, Rachel, for sure, for sure. Naming something different that we normally haven't heard in a while. Seen, you know what I'm saying? Mr. 3 on first. Okay, next, read that one. Next month, read that one. Rachel says, couple months, I mean. Okay, yeah, so sometime this year, they're expected. Okay, that's what's up. Karen K says, Jordans any more dope, but not comfy. Yeah, we've said this on a couple of streams, Karen K. Not all Jordans are comfortable. And I could think of off rip. Now the 14s, they're comfortable. 13s, comfortable. But Jordan 1s, you might as well be barefooted out there, man. I'm just keep it 100. Jordan 1s, you might as well be barefooted. Jordan 2s are comfortable though. You know, now that I got a pair of those in the collection, but yeah, not all Jordans are comfortable. So he says, man, I honestly told myself to never buy a sneaker resale, and I will keep that promise. Yeah, I mean, it's hard, though. Some shoes, you will have to come off the hip with the chips. But it shouldn't be, like, on the level of what it is now or what it has been. Not now because shoes are sitting, but what we went through in 2020 and 2021, it shouldn't be that type of level. Like, it should be one of those, like, okay, these were just everybody was crazy over. Not where everybody went crazy over every single sneaker. So it shouldn't be the way that it was. So I definitely feel you on that one. The game just changed a little bit, but anybody who's been collecting for a while knows that stuff like this happens, but it doesn't last. This is the longest it's ever lasted, but I know things will get back to where we won't have nearly as many problems. Hence why we still got shoes sitting now. So it's just part. It come with the game sometime though. It come with the game. Visualize 20 years ago says you already know what I'm waiting for, so I won't say. Yeah, you talking about the Eminem, the poor man Eminem joints? I know that those Jordan 4. What is it? The canvas joints? Yeah, the Jordan 4 canvases. Rachel says LV green Air Force One. I need those bad. Let me see. Let me see. Yes, those twos are very comfortable. Mr. 314, you couldn't wait for me to bring up something about twos, could you? Says my Grail shoe is $450. I said I can always window shop them online. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's like those cars. Those cars Fords. I every time I think about them, I'll be like, let me just look up a nice little image of them real quick, and I'm gonna call it a day. Let me see if I can pull these up. Green Air Force One. Let me pull these joints up. Oh, okay. These joints. You talking about these or okay? Yeah, this look like an off-white version behind it too, though. Is this okay? Cool. This is nice. LV Green Air Force Ones. Are you talking about these? But I think you're talking about these because these look like this got some off-white on it. Which those are fire. Those are fire. Mr. 314 says same. Okay, so you do the same thing. Every time you think about one of them, you're like, all right, cool, let me just go. You got to do that sometimes, though. You got to do that sometimes for sure, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Smash the like button for the kid, man. We're officially about to wrap this up. It's been right at 2 hours, man. So here we are. You know what I'm saying? This is the longest live I did on these joints, but these joints is fire, man. Mr. 314 says, saw them in hand earlier today at the resale store. Might pull the trigger as a Christmas gift if no one gets them. I feel you. I do that, so I may get myself something nice too. So yeah, I'm thinking about that. Rachel says, nah, the ones released next month with Virgil exhibit. You talking about, do I got the right ones up or the wrong ones? Manny with the kick says, sold out, bing bong. Yes, Sirski, man, sold out in the building. So is it these that are supposed to, are these the ones that's supposed to come out? I guess I've been asleep a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a minute real quick to respond real quick, Rachel. I just want to make sure I get the right ones up on this jank. Make sure I get the right ones up on here. The all green ones. Okay, cool. So these right here. These janks. Okay, so these janks. It's the all green ones. Friends and family colorway. Let me see what Complex talking about. Because when was this? This was February. Okay. Ooh, this all. I didn't know they had an all. These are fire. I didn't know they had an all black joint. Nike Air Force off white. Yeah, so okay. Because these are supposed to be off white, right? Manuka says dark green, low off white Air Force One. Oh, they got a purple colorway. They got, ooh, a red looking kind of nice though. Blue, got a UNC blue. Got a yellow. What are they talking about? Kind of expected more than some colors, but nice shoes nonetheless. RP Virgil. You always got to have a hater in the comments over here, though. You said dark green, low off whites. Air Force One. Yeah, those are going to be nice, too. Those are coming out. But apparently they got some a LV version. But I hate to know, with this being like Louis Vuitton type stuff, I don't even want to know what the price is going to be for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to sound like a hater, but you know it's going to be crazy on the resale market. Just to keep it 100. Yeah, it's about to be crazy on the resale market for these. I can already feel it. I like the orange ones. Yeah, these orange ones are nice. Me, for some strange reason, I'm a sucker for this black and white. We can call it an Oreo, right? The black and white joint. I like the... Or what else? Or panda vibes, right? Or reverse pandas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, those are nice. These are nice. Man with the kick says, what happened to Virgil, Lil Durk voice? Oh, yeah, man. Free Gunna, man. Because Gunna on that song, too, man. I remember when y'all had put me on, I didn't even know that joint was out. Purple joints. The brown high top is nice, but I hate the strap on them. Oh, you talking about the other joints, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, those are nice. But yeah, man, we've been on this joint. Let me close out shop real quick, man. We've been on this joint for 2 hours and 3 minutes, man. I'm finna go ahead and, close things out, man. Have a little kickback, relax, enjoy the rest of the weekend. And yeah, you guys, if y'all are fathers out there, man, happy Father's Day to you all, man. And I hope that you all are gonna enjoy it, kick back and relax. And I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of this thing and stop rambling, man. I'm gonna hit the chat a little bit one more time, and then I'm gonna close things out, man. Y'all smash the like button. Don't forget that, man. Manny with the kick says, free Gunna and Young Thug. Free them to this backwards, man. I agree all the way. I will say this. I don't know if they are, and this is a little off mode, I don't know if they're guilty. I don't know what's up. But I do believe in you're innocent until proven guilty. And I feel like if that's the case, they should at least grant them a bond to let them have a fair shot. And I'll just leave it at that. I don't know the ins and outs of the whole entire case, and probably nobody does. But at the end of the day, at least grant them a bond. You know what I'm saying? Especially from what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing with everything. But anyway, it is what it is. Karen K says, Good night. Thanks for chopping it up with us. Of course, man, smash that like button, man. And that is it for tonight, man. Thank y'all all for coming through and showing love. Really appreciate it. This was a fun one, man. And to be honest, I didn't even know. I keep telling myself I'm going to do an hour. And here I am 2 hours deep. But, time flies by when you're having fun. So y'all smash the like button for the kid. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, man. And I will be back live on Wednesday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, man. So salute to everybody for coming through, man. And I am officially about to be out.